Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Now batting,
Dwayne Williamson steps to the plate here, working on a 5 RBI game. Quite a performance we're seeing from him in this one.
Just posting some gaudy numbers in this one, Matt. One to remember for sure.
And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
now batting.
So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second home run of the game, as this lead got even wider. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Now batting,
Zach Walters stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He'll be looking for it again right here.
In there, a base hit. L.J. Hose will step in. He doubled home a couple his last time.
And remember, he jumped all over that first pitch, so don't be surprised if he does it here again.
Lined hard toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second is in to score.
Well, these guys have been very aggressive on the foul so far, and this is another example of it right here. You know, working the count is great and all, but if the guy's going to lay a fastball in there on the first pitch, no reason not to go after it, and he jumps all over this one.
Standing in now, Robert Hawley, as he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. Markakis is there. Let's see if they try it. Joaquin Ibarra will dig in looking for more. Already 4 RBIs to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with one away. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Tyler Collins. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. And that's in there, base hit. Stepping into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled to the left side. And that's through into left field for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here. David Tan comes to the plate with ducks on the pond, as they say, looking to add to his team's already sizable lead.
What's that old saying, guys? The rich get richer? Well, his team's definitely been getting rich here all day.
A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. 1 run scores. And they'll hold that runner at third, so everyone moves up, and they remain loaded here with still only 1 gone. Dwayne Williamson stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one. Bullet back up the middle. Jones is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And safe at the plate as he beats the tag of McHenry.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure they were going to send him on that ball. This was hit awfully hard, but they decided to roll the dice and take a chance to score him, and it's going to wind up paying off.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Jones is after it. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. A big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider. Chris Carter will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Collins sprinting after it, and that's the second out of the inning. Nolan Arenado will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
He's
got him. So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order. Back now in the Twin Cities for what remains of this production of Baseball on the Show. Kenley Jansen will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Hit sharply toward the right side. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. L.J. Hose stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Jones going back on it, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he will beat the throw. It's second and third now with nobody out.
Now batting,
Robert Pauly digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to see if they still come at him with hard stuff.
Hit hard to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Joaquin Ibarra is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. Jansen comes set. First pitch on the way. Out in front of it, strike one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And that's in there. Base hit. Markakis able to get this in, though, and they'll smartly hold the runner at third.
Oh, just a great swing right there. This is a cut fastball, which it'll work back toward a left-handed hitter. He just squares this ball up and rips it into right field.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Jones ranging back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
your attention, please.
So a 3-run shot to right center field. So his remarkable season continues as the blowout continues. Drilled on the ground to short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
That's a disappointing final at bat there. I figure he probably won't get another shot at finishing off the cycle, but still a very good performance to say the least.
Shot back up the middle. And a diving effort in center, but it's going to skip right on by him. Around first, digging for 2 now.
Well, this was a heck of an effort out there in center field. Here's a look one more time. He lays out but can't quite rein it in, and that'll wind up getting away for 2 bases.
Smoke the other way. High and deep to left. Kenny going back. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Boy, have a night. His 3rd home run of the ball game. I mean, he's absolutely brimming with confidence at the plate. It's been a joy to watch so far.
Into the box, Nick Young toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. And now Jones fires it in off the wall. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. Zach Walters will dig in looking for more. Already 4 RBIs to this point. First pitch on its way. Hard liner toward short. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And the runner from second is in to score. L.J. Hose steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Robert Pauly will step in. A ground-out victim as last time. First offering on its way. Now a shot out toward the alley in right center. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Up next for the Orioles,
Joaquin Ibarra comes to the plate looking to improve on what's already been a huge game at the plate. 6 runs driven in his previous at-bats. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And the run is in to score from second. Digging in, Tyler Collins. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And the way that he's dominated right-handed pitching, I'm surprised they're leaving this guy out there to pitch.
Paul Goldschmidt strides in, grounded out his last time through. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hot shot on the ground is short. Scooped up, throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Jock Peterson will lead things off here in the 9th. In a truly forgettable ball game for this home 9, and not a very inspiring performance either.
And I guess the kicker for me is the way that these guys are responding. It's one thing to go out and get clobbered. It happens, but when you get guys going through the motions, not running out ground balls, not backing up, that's where I take issue.
Got him. So the magic number for a perfect game is now down to 2. Michael McHenry will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
Strike 3. So now he's 1 out away from perfection. Brian Dozier will stand in here as the 27th and many hope final batter in this masterful performance.
Oh, man, this is history right here, guys. I'm nervous for him, so I'm sure his heart is pounding right now.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He's done it. A perfect game.
But that is absolutely dominant. I mean, what else could you say? 27 up, 27 down. And you know what? This is the first time I've ever witnessed a perfect game. So it's one of the hardest things for a pitcher in the world to do, probably the hardest. But we were fortunate enough to see it here, guys. A perfect game.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for that man right there. He winds up finishing with 3 home runs. What surprised me was, after a while, why even pitch to him?
So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, I'm Matt. First opened back in 2010, there's a shot of Target Field here in downtown Minneapolis. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series. Pablo Hernandez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's got a 2-to-1 strikeout-to-walk ratio, so he's throwing the ball pretty well. We'll see how that translates into this one.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Well, I'll tell you, anytime you go through a streak like this where you just keep getting base hit after base hit after base hit, you know, people start to take notice of what you're doing.
Nobody out, runner on first. He pulls this one into right, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. Paul Goldschmidt will stand in for the first time, and he's come up big in spots like this more than once this year, currently second in the AL in RBIs.
And 4 of those RBIs.
And now, meanwhile, this is going to be extra bases, and that may just get a couple of runners home. The runner scores from second. David Tan will stand in now, and he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the AL in RBIs.
Well, and you know, guys, he's also been awesome at...
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Dwayne Williamson will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
What a great season, but in order to win the Triple Crown, he's going to need some help from his...
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. And the run is in to score from third. Nick Young will stand in now with 3 home in the inning already, and 2 more ducks out there at second and third.
And a chance to really put up a crooked number here with just a simple base hit.
Line toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. And the runner from second is in to score. Now a 5-0 lead. Zach Walters will dig in now. And as you can see, he's right up there in the American League batting race. Currently second entering play.
And he's also right up there amongst the leaders in home runs and RBIs. Just a ridiculous season he's having. Maybe an outside shot at the Triple Crown.
And the screen shows the story right there as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is really amazing, and everybody's looking at this now. It gets harder and harder to do when people are paying attention.
Hit hard towards second. Oh, and this nightmare inning continues as they're going to tack on even more here. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Boy, and the route is officially on now. I don't think I'm quite ready to say this game is over. I've seen 6-0 leads evaporate many times before, but I think I like my chances being up a 6 spot in the first.
In to score is the runner from third. It's 7-0. Juan Ferreira will go to work much earlier than anticipated here as he'll try and sort this mess out in the very first inning. Joaquin Ibarra will stand in, and remember, he's the guy that started this mess as they've now batted around here in the inning.
And from a defensive...
And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Now batting,
Tyler Collins strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around.
Yeah, and just a simple single to the outfield here would be big for these guys. It could score too.
And that's in there, base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Stepping into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Kenny is there. Let's see if they try it. And he's just going to try to draw an air-mailed throw as he heads back to third now with 1 away in the inning.
designated hitter, David
David Tan stands in following an RBI single his first time through. Liner towards second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 10-0 score. So this ugly first inning continues, and it's about time to start scrambling for the record book. If you're wondering, most runs scored in the first inning by an American League team, 14, set most recently by the Red Sox back in 2003. Back goes Markakis. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. The relay, and he is in there. With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard-hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
And the runner from third crosses the plate. Tags there from McHenry, and he is out at the plate. Nick Martinez gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, when you start talking about potential Cy Young Award winners in the American League, his name comes to the forefront. He's been dominating all year long, and if he can continue to throw the way he has, I see no reason why he doesn't win this. I can't wait to watch him in this one.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Nick Markakis will stand in for the first time now, and he does so with 22 home runs on the ledger so far. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss there on a good pitch as Markakis is retired for out number 2. Troy Tulowitzki will stand in, and as you can see, he's had troubles here in his own ballpark. He's much better away from home. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
And Tulowitzki can't come up with that one as he falls behind 0-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Zach Walters will stand in to lead off the second, and what will they do for an encore after the first inning they put together?
Well, you know, Matt, they might not have to do anything at all. That's how good the first inning was.
Jones going back at the track, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now batting.
L.J. Hose stands in following an RBI single his first time through. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. To short, hit hard. To his right, Tulowitzki, and a good throw gets him one gone. Robert Hawley stands in following an RBI single his first time through.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with one away. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Now batting.
Joaquin Ibarra steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
Jones is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Tyler Collins. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Smoke toward the hole. And he tries to go to a knee to block it, but it's by him down the right field line. Paul Goldschmidt gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate, and they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Number 34.
David Tan steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far. Lined hard toward right center. That's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner from second is in to score. Dwayne Williamson stands in. The 8th man to bat in the inning as he'll get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out.
Oh, this has been a very nice inning for them so far, but it still could get better.
Hot shot on the ground is short, and an underhanded throw is in time. Chris Carter steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike one.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Adam Jones will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Nolan Arenado will get his first shot at it here. He's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Very economical to start out there. Got through that first inning on just 9 pitches. He's got a chance to keep it in single digits here again in the second.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Beautiful day here in Minneapolis as we welcome you back to Target Field for the top of inning number 3. Nick Young is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field, and that's in there. Base hit. Zach Walters steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Well, this is pulled in by the shortstop, but they'll just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first.
Right fielder,
LJ Hose will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
And he lays out for it, but he can't pull it in out in deep center field.
now batting.
Now to the plate, Robert Pauly. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Second baseman
Joaquin Ibarra digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
But this is speared by the first baseman.
Up next for the Orioles.
Settling in now, Tyler Collins. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. This is in the air out to right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Jock Peterson will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
They're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Chopped down the third base line. Foul, says the third base umpire. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away. Stepping up now, Michael McHenry as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike two.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
Brian Dozier will stand in now with two away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty here with two men out. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Paul Goldschmidt is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Hard hit toward the hole. Tulowitzki from deep in the hole. Throw first in time, one gone here in the fourth.
The batter, number 34.
David Tan steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled to the left side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. So he'll reach base with one out here in the fourth. And with that, let's check out the league leaderboard in hits.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. And he's definitely having a season to remember to this point. He's got great hands, and his approach is really working for him.
That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Nick Young will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Shot toward right center, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with two away now.
The catcher, number 35.
Zach Walters gets a shot here with two on and two out here in the fourth.
And a big two-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a three-run blast to straightaway left. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as the blowout continues. Now the Twins are going to get a lefty up and throwing in the bullpen. Line toward the alley in left center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And now Jones fires it in off the wall. And he'll get in there safely.
Now batting, shortstop.
Robert Pauly digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. This is line to left, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On now to the Patrick Kenny will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
And he will take strike 3 called. He's got another one. 5 straight strikeouts, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, this is a scroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Oh, he brought it back.
Oh, man. Well, you know, it's almost cause for celebration when these guys actually put the ball in play. But I don't think he's going to be getting too many for he's a jolly good fellows for a swing like that. They just can't get anything going.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They're in a Joaquin Ibarra heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both the lefty and the right-hander are up to throw. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. Tyler Collins will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Paul Goldschmidt strides in, grounded out his last time through.
Yeah, but this time, if he can just put the ball on the ground again, he's going to have a good chance at an RBI, because right now the infield's playing back.
Fly ball heading for the alley. Kenny is in pursuit. A cash in here as the run is in to score from third. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, and a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out. Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, David Tan, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Oh, and he botches it. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. This is pulled into right. Boy, and call off the Dogs already, as this is down for extra bases. And the run is in to score from second.
And with that, they're up to an even 20 runs now in the game. And I'll tell you, I like high-scoring ball games as much as the next guy, but enough is enough already. Call off the Dogs, man.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And the run is in to score from third. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second, and he is into second base with a 2-run double. So standing in, Zach Walters, and we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Line to the right side, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Up next for the Orioles,
L.J. Hose will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He'll be looking for it again right here.
And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only one out.
now batting.
Standing in, Robert Hawley. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 0-1 pitch. Hard liner toward short. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. In to score, the runner from third.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate again, Joaquin Ibarra, as he'll bat for the second time in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit sharply toward the right side. A dive, but he can't come up with it in right as it skips right past him. And the runner from third crosses the plate. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Tyler Collins. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. Tulowitzki for 1. And a bit of a high throw that. Chris Carter will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the
Now
knees.
batting, center fielder, Adam Schoen.
Hit out towards second. Ibarra is up with it. On to first, and very quickly, 2 are gone in the home fifth.
The batter, third baseman.
Nolan Arenado digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Collins moves over. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. And as you can see, they are. Paul Goldschmidt will stand in here to get things started in the Baltimore 6th.
And he's already been on base 3 times in this ballgame, so let's see if he can do it one more time.
And, oh, he can't knock this one down as it zips right by him into left.
The batter, number 34.
David Tan digging, looking to make this a very memorable ball game as he's already 5 for 5.
You know, if he just felt...
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a 2-run to left center, and his power surge continues, and even 60 for him on the year as this lead got even wider. In now, Dwayne Williamson as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. And this is into the alley, and he might be looking at his 3rd double of the game. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
Now batting,
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Nick Young. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Hit in the air to center field. Jones has it in his tracks, makes the play, 1 away. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
the catcher, number 35.
Zach Walters will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. On to the bag with it is Carter, and that'll retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits. Jock Peterson will stand in now to lead things off in the Minnesota 6th.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
And this battery knows full well that this guy's been scuffling lately, so they're not messing around here. They're coming right after him.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Williamson will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
The catcher, number 8.
Digging in now, Michael McHenry. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and they fanned him on a fastball last time, so let's see if they come at him with the hard stuff again.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count, 0-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting,
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there at what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Brian Dozier is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Ball one.
And I think that might have been a first. The first ball they've taken the entire game. Sound the trumpets.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing it. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. And the first pitch of the inning is lined into left field, and there's a leadoff base runner. Robert Qualley steps in with 4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here.
Well, he's just stroking it, Matt. I was watching him earlier in batting practice, and he looked good, but I didn't know it was going to be this good.
And that'll get down for a base hit. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Joaquin Ibarra, and we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. Markakis is there, 1 away.
And this one could have been big trouble here, but this carries out there just far enough to find the outfielder's glove. And that means that both runners, neither of whom were running on contact, are forced to head back to where they started.
Stepping in now, Tyler Collins. As he'll pick on the first pitch. Ball towards second. And a sliding try at that one, but it'll get through for a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Paul Goldschmidt will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
This is lined into the gap in left center, and he's going to come through here with extra bases. 2 runs scored, and he's safe. Tags there from McHenry, and he is out at the plate.
Yeah, well, the damage here is already done. 2 runs are across the score, and you can see he's trying to score all the way from first, and they wind up getting him at home plate.
Drilled on the ground is short. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side. So 2. Patrick Kenny will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot. This offense is just getting shut down right now, and we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Goldschmidt has room in foul territory. 1 away.
Boy, that's just another off-balance swing right there. Not only are these guys light on hits, they're not even making solid contact right now.
1 gone now in the Minnesota 7th, and standing in the powerful right fielder Nick Markakis. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. High in the air into shallow left center. Williamson sprinting after it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Well, you could see this building even from the first couple of innings. He still has not allowed a hit, and I think he'll certainly have enough to go the distance if so required.
Troy Tulowitzki is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Trying to strike him out for the third time. And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. Down. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Dwayne Williamson. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Drilled to the right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. Nick Young stands in for his 7th at-bat now, and he's been terrific so far with 4 hits already to his credit.
Well, that's a great game for sure, but the fact that this is the 7th at-bat is pretty crazy. What's going on?
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 58 on the year as they just continue to pour it on here.
The catcher, number 35, Zach Walters.
Into the box, Zach Walters, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Hit hard towards center, and that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one.
Well, it wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Standing in now, L.J. Hose, as he lines this one out to center. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first out. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Robert Hawley. He's 5 for 6 to this point.
Not only is his average on the rise, but I'm sure his confidence is too. He's probably thinking, why can't I do this all the time?
In there, a base hit. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Joaquin Ibarra. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. First offering on its way. Ripped on the ground to first. To second for 1. Onto the pitcher covering, and it's in time. A double play, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors, and 1 man left on base. Chris Carter will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. Adam Jones is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. Hawley ranges to his right. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 big outs remain, but the finish line, it's starting to come into sight.
Nolan Arenado will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Got him. So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side is retired. Twins are set down 1. William Johnson will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Johnson.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that is into right field, so the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the 9th. Paul Goldschmidt will step in. He doubled home a couple his last time.
And remember, he jumped all over that first pitch, so don't be surprised if he does it here again.
And a ground ball to Tulowitzki. This might be 2. On to first, and that's the 4th double play they've bounced into so far today. And with it, 2 are gone. David Tan will stand in now with 2 away, and it's back to the drawing board here following the double play.
Yeah, and that was the 3rd of the game so far, and it's going to be really hard to win when you're just giving away outs like that.
And now Jones fires it in off the wall, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Well, these guys have been very aggressive on the fastball so far, and this is another example of it right here. You know, working the count is great and all, but if the guy's going to lay a fastball in there on the first pitch, no reason not to go after it, and he jumps all over this one.
Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. And the run is in to score from second, and he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Well, if you want to point fingers at who's to blame for this disaster, you're going to need both hands. The pitching, the batting, the defense, the execution. Just draw a line through this one.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Orioles settle for 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The O's lead this thing 32-0. Jock Peterson will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yep, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the 9th.
Michael McHenry will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. On the ground up the middle. That one's in there. And the perfect game will go by the wayside. Brian Dozier will stand in now, and on the mound with the no-hitter a thing of the past, the focus has to turn to finishing this one off.
Yeah, they'll let him keep going to try to maybe get that one-hit shutout. But he's got to be careful to avoid a letdown right here because he's not home yet.
And he takes strike 2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to fall. He can't flag it down. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Patrick Kenny will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
A runner on first with 2 away. And that's cut on and missed, so now the Twins are down to their final strike here.
And that's almost a carbon copy of that last fastball, and he buried both of those pitches right on the inside corner.
And he'll make the catch, and the Orioles will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Oh, man. Well, I think we can all feel it. Just a little bit of a letdown here in the 9th inning. Well, it's so tough to take a no-hitter this far and then lose it in the 9th. But I guess it just wasn't in the cards this time.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Orioles win this one 32-0. So long from Minneapolis.
Time for the ball game, 4 hours and 29 minutes.